Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets, playing here in Houston. Now, here's Porter. From downtown. Good on the triple. Porter's got the game going here with the first basket for the Rockets. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
They get it back. Here's Plumlee. Lays it up and banks it in.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Now, here's Ball. The kick out to Rozier. Pass to Washington. Clock at 6. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. During last offseason, the Hornets decided to part ways with their coach of the past 4 years.
Always a tough decision, and this is a critical time for Charlotte. They've got a tremendous young core. They think their time is now, and they want to make a bold move with the new hire.
Smith. They shoot again. Goes up with it again. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Ball. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Ball. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Stephen Silas. David.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Smith gets double-teamed. Kicks it out to Gordon.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who could knock down the three, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
Here's Hayward, and the Hornets miss again. And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-2 run. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Ball with the bucket.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
To the left wing. Porter inside. Pass to Smith. Shoots over Washington. And it's Smith missing. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
Here is Porter. After the basket by Charlotte. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot. Gordon for 3. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 7. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Hayward. Back to Ball. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Now here's Green. Smith right side. Smith drawn the double team. 4 on the clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution on the Hornets.
Outside, Ball. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 5. It's the NBA on... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Rockets?
Okay, Houston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
It doesn't go for him. Rockets leading by 5. To the inside. Here's Martin. A shape.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says we very rarely give up. His team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. That one goes in.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Hayward with a terrific move and the basket. Hayward's got his second basket.
Well, that's really good work inside by Hayward. A reliable option for them in the paint.
Pass to Smith. Now, here's Şengün. And too long on the shot.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Plumlee with the screen. Here's Hayward. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Well, that's a play Hayward loves to run. He mastered the pick and roll as a young player, and he's only gotten better with experience.
Pass to Şengün. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Rozier for 3. Şengün with the rebound. There's a screen. And a wide open look for Porter. Hands it from downtown. Porter's got 6 points.
From way, way out there, the defense has got to respect Porter's range. It's legit.
Here's Rozier. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
On the wing, Porter. Here's Smith. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So What's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Drains the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
And again, the Hornets missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
From past the arc, Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Rozier. Into the lane. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Rockets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Rozier missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Washington inside. And here's Matthews for the three. And so it's the Houston Rockets finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Ball from long range. Rockets leading by 15.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hayward. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And for LaMelo Ball's second year break, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load. Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
They get the rebound. Ball from long range. And Garuba pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Outside, Ball. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Shoots over Matthews. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area. For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
Here's Washington. Pass to Garuba. It's good. And the Rockets lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Outside, Martin. Knocked loose. The kick out to Matthews. And the three off target. Hornets trail by 21. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And it's Houston's ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Washington, and he makes good on the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Ball. The Rockets pull it in.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Houston moving it around. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Washington's got 5 now.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Hayward outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Washington with it. And as we conclude. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So the Nuggets win the tip. Powell with the steal. And now here comes Wall leading the break. Here's George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. George has got the first basket of the game for the Clippers. I think it's pretty clear, Greg, what the goal is for this Denver organization long term.
It's simple, Kevin. Make it to the finals. The Nuggets have never been there. They've been close reaching a conference finals on more than one occasion.
Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Zubac. Pass to Wall. Over Gordon. Outside for George. Now here's Leonard. Second shot opportunity. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to Zubac. Over Jokic. No good from Zubac.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
The Nuggets now in offense. Here's Jokic.
And Jokic signing a huge extension this offseason. Largest contract at the time it was signed. You knew it was coming, as he just means so much to the franchise, and that's the cost for a back-to-back MVP. And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Batum with the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Jokic. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Back to Jackson. Outside for Batum. Drills the three-pointer. And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Denver leading by 3. Pass to Murray. Over Jackson. Murray, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Out to Morris. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Murray getting it going on the inside that time. Around the trees, still scored.
Outside Jackson. Off with the layup. Caldwell Pope on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And Jokic, an elite passer for a guy at his position.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Covington. They get the rebound. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Here's Denver now. They're on a 13-3 run. Over in the corner, Brown. Drives to the hoop. And then Brown with the dunk.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's Denver going into the break with a 10-point lead. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Denver?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
The Nuggets leading by 10. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries that have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages. And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game, just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Now Smith. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. And good that time. Leonard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. Powell heading to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just love these opportunities in the open floor to see athleticism like what Norman Powell gave us there.
Highland misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop, forget the long range stuff, and make it easy on yourself.
Denver calls timeout. Brent, it's been well documented. 3-point shooting is at an all-time high. Do you see this trend ending anytime soon?
I don't think so, Kevin, but there will be a tipping point as to how many you can actually shoot. And we've seen a team do that where they've shot over 50 attempts per game for a season, which I don't think is going to happen again. But young guys coming up are practicing this shot. They're going to be better suited, better equipped, and more talented to make them. So the three-pointer is going nowhere, Kevin.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Left side, Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Powell, no one around him. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Denver leading by 3. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Wall's shot is off. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Gordon a screen. Down low. And it's Gordon. With the finish.
And that is a merciless dunk coming from Aaron Gordon.
Screen by Zubac. Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Pass to Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on George.
One thing about Aaron Gordon that stands out is his insane athleticism. He's capable of some incredible dunks. And because he attacks that rim with such ferocity, it makes it special to see him go to the rim.
We've seen Gordon compete, Brent, in the dunk contest like you. And there are some who would say he should have won. What about you?
You can make a strong case that he was robbed, and Aaron actually does. But we see that under the legs, leaping over the mascot dunk on so many highlight reels. Just a special athlete, and what a special contest that was.
To the paint, Zubac. Outside for George. Five to shoot. From deep three-point range, and the Clippers miss again. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And that one's good by Porter.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon solid at sensing when someone's open.
Clippers trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Leonard. Outside for George. Gordon inside. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 14 now for Denver. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Murray scanning the floor. Jokic draws the double. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. George has got the ball. Wall's shot is off. Jokic fires from way outside. And so it's Denver enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And the wide open shot from Morris. Cans the shot from the wing. Morris has got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers. The Nuggets leading by 10.
And such a young, exciting core for the Nuggets. The MVP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and Jamal Murray. This group has a chance to be a contender for years to come.
Back to Covington. To the middle. Rejected by Murray. And he gets it back. Shot clock at 2. Here's Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Denver basketball.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Michael Porter. With Jokic, I mean, the potential, Greg, of this Denver team, they've got so much of it. But what is the key for them to actually reach it?
Kevin, simply health. I mean, they need Murray and MPJ to be out there. Those two have had major injury issues. Jokic is a generational talent, but the man needs help.
Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Inside. Here's Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 10 points in the game.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there. Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but they give it to him again. I bet 3 points are coming.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Jackson down low. Yep, that one goes. Morris got 4 points this quarter.
Reggie Jackson.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate. In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 7.
And you know he's so good coming off the pick and roll, but what do you have to take away? There's so many ways Leonard can hurt you offensively.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Nuggets making a change here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The Nuggets lead by 11. Got a piece of it. All with the steal. It's Powell on the wing. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
3 points.
Powell's got 8.
Good play by Powell. Just a strong field to take the 3 that time.
Smith surveying the D. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
Hey, yo, right here.
Smith outside. Here's Caldwell Pope. That one, no good. Great D that time from Powell. Clippers trail by 8.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
4 on the clock. A 3 from Leonard. And that one is off. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Zubac. Powell for three. Connects from three-point range. And now just a 5-point Nugget lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Smith drawing the double team. And it's Brown missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Leonard has it in the corner. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Zubac. Puts up a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets lead by 2.
34.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And they get it back. Tries again. And he banks in the layup. Jokic just got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets.
Not going to intimidate Jokic at that range. His focus tonight, razor sharp.
The kick out to Wall. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard, that's for 2. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Caldwell Pope outside. Denver passing it around. Smith in the posts. And the rejection by Zubac. 5 on the clock. And it's Smith penetrating. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's George. Takes it out to Leonard. This one for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
From deep, Wall. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Denver in the lead. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to Zubac. Back to Wall to take the lead. And the layup is up and in. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
In the corner, Powell with it. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Powell's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Outside, Wall. In the corner, Powell with it. Shoots the three. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
And Porter doesn't make a ton of trips to the line, but he's a steady shooter. Time here to capitalize.
And Porter drops them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
In the corner, George with it. At the wall. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Jokic. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's George for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
He had a nice open look right there. Powell's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Clippers.
It's been this steady growth to Norman Powell's game. He's developed into a consistent 3-level scoring threat, and there are nights where he can fill it up.
From deep, Wall. Outside, George takes the 3. And John Wall with the 3.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Jokic draws the double. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
A 3 from Leonard. Jokic grabs the miss.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. And Porter stepping up wants to take that shot.
Powell for 3. Doesn't go for it. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. No good from outside. Now here is George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Off the inbound.
That's his second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line.
It's the first, and that brings them within 5.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
That's tipped. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. This was a hard-fought play. And it's the 76ers coming in from out of town in this one. An interconference game today. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Pass to Embiid. Here's Tucker. His three-pointers off the mark.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and Anthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. From deep, Harden. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And the basket by Curry.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Thibault for three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And it's Green missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Harden. Out to Harris. Now Embiid. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Thibault can't get it to go. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Down low. And Poole gets it to go.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Harris outside. Stolen by Thompson. It's Curry outside. Rebound by the 76ers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Embiid. And they double up Embiid.
When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injuries.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane.
Count it. Poole's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And they double up Embiid. Shoots the three. Sinks the three-pointer. And that ties it up.
Hey, one of the strongest part of Tucker's game is knocking down that three-point shot. He doesn't need much space to get it off.
Here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Harden. Embiid in the corner. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:31 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pocket two. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
To the inside. Looney.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Curry's shot is good.
And the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Curry is just lethal from outside.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Another three for Golden State.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits.
18. The 76ers, 12.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Outside, Maxey, wide open. And he hits the jump shot. Maxey's got his first points in this one. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Nobody near Melton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Melton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. GA with their fourth title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an All-NBA team.
Earl high post. Pass to Melton. Launches a three. That one doesn't drop. The Warriors go the other way. And here's Weissman. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 11. Aston Niang. Back to Maxey. Here is House. Out to the right wing. Maxey looking it over. Jacks up a three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Pass to House. Fires the three. Melton, no good. Warriors leading by 10. And Kuminga throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
And Harrell slams it in.
Boy, that's a forceful, intimidating slam by Harrell. Dared the defense to try to stop him there, and I don't think they wanted to.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Green with the ball. Floats it up for Wiggins. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Pass to Looney. Harris with it. Picked up by Thompson. Harden outside. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Count that one. Bulls got 6.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Harden. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 10. Pass to Thompson. Over Harris. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Harris's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's Poole. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And for Thompson, range shooting seems almost effortless. He has incredible natural shooting ability.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's the Warriors' ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Pass to Melton. To the wing on the left. And stolen by Wiggins. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. The 76ers trailed by 15. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The 3 from Harden. That shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
Probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Here's Harden. Pass to Embiid. Harris with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Here's Poole. 6 to shoot. Poole on the wing. Out to Thompson. No good on the 3. And so Harden will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 16-point game. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
The 76ers trailed by 16. For the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harden's got 5 now.
There are very few that drop long-range bombs better than James Harden. I mean, he's automatic from out there, off the dribble or catch.
Warriors leading by 13. Over in the corner, Looney. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Wiggins. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harden outside for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Here's the break. Here's Embiid on the wing. Harden lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Harris outside. Harden outside. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Now DiVincenzo. Embiid with the steal. There's the 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 8. Inside. Here's Green. Looney up top. Wiggins drawing the double team. Embiid with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 8 points.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And it's Green missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Kicks it out to Harden. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the triple. Now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And over time, as this game has evolved, Harris has accepted a bigger, expanded role. He knows he has the green light.
And the game still closely contested. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The 76ers trailed by 3. Pass to Tucker. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Out to Harris to tie it up. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Harris has got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers. Thompson right side. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Harden surveying the D. To take the lead. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty. Sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 2009.
And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise, and his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
In the corner, it's Harris. From downtown, nailed from three-point land. Harris has got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Embiid comes with a double team. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
The Warriors making a switch here. Over to the left wing. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. Pass to Thibault. Now Embiid. Here's Tucker. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said, you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David. Stolen by Thompson. It's Curry outside.
Look at Harden getting after it defensively with a little edge. A rude rejection like that will get him all kinds of fired up.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
6 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 10.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Out to Harris. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Poole.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
The 76ers leading by 10. On the wing, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
3 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Harden outside. And it's Thibault in the corner. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the 76ers.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Here's Harden on the wing. Philadelphia moving the ball around. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. And the 76ers lead by 19.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get road kill, that's always